I'm Vandana Bala, one of the corporate brokers here at Signature Real Estate Group with another Broker Insight. So today's topic is in regards to withdrawing listings. Now, there are several ways that once a property has been active on the market that you can actually withdraw it from the MLS so that there's no more showings for it. The first way is to temporarily remove it from the MLS. Now, the temporary, the T status, means that the property is not in a position to be shown. For instance, the tenant is not cooperating, the seller is not cooperating or calling you back. I mean, we've seen that happen. That could be, for instances like being stuck in quarantine and scared to let people in your house. Cool, temporarily remove it from the market. Or a property all of a sudden got water damage and repairs need to be done. Well, you can't show the property while you've got blowers in the house. Temporarily remove it from the market. Not a problem. That's the T status. Now, the conditional withdrawal is where the obligation between the seller and the agent, the brokerage, still exists. You have just removed it from the MLS, but you're still in contract. And if that property sells during that conditional withdrawal, then the seller will actually have to pay a commission. Now, the other option, which is the one that I really want to talk about, is the unconditional withdrawal. Why do I want to talk about that, you ask? Well, because the unconditional withdrawal means that the seller and the agent or the brokerage can no longer sell the property, right? There's no more obligation between the two of them. There's no more contract. The listing agreement's gone kaput, and there's no way to salvage that. It's being taken off of the MLS, period. Anytime you do an unconditional withdrawal, I always recommend having a conversation with one of the brokers to see if there was, one, we can maybe reassign the property. Two, we can have a conversation with the seller and see if there's something that we can do to help them sell that property. Find out what exactly happened. We can also help you help the seller, right? To have a conversation with them about this. So a couple of things that you could do for unconditional withdrawals, but most importantly, with unconditional withdrawals, the broker is the only person that can remove that from the MLS. Those are MLS rules, guys, which means that if you get an unconditional withdrawal, there's no longer a contract between the parties, and the broker is the only one that can remove that property from the MLS. And when do we do that? Well, we only do that when we actually have the documentation. Means the seller has signed it, and you have signed it, and we have signed it. That's a fully executed document saying that all parties have agreed that there's no way we can fix this, there's no way to sell the property, and we are now terminating our agreement with each other. And so if any questions that you have in regards to this or anything that I've said doesn't make any sense because this was on a whim, no more teleprompters, you are welcome to call any one of us, any one of the brokers, in fact, here at Signature Real Estate Group. We'll be more than happy to help you.